If it's not written, it didn't happen. Imagine this. 6 months ago, your manager promised to revisit your salary. You remember the conversation clearly. You remember where you were sitting. You remember exactly what was said. Then salary review season arrives. You bring it up, and your manager says, "I don't remember agreeing to that." Suddenly you're stuck. Not because you're wrong, but because you can't prove what happened. This is why one of the most important career skills isn't communication. It's documentation. In today's video, we're talking about the paper trail strategy, why smart professionals document important workplace conversations, and how a few simple habits can protect your reputation, your opportunities, and even your paycheck. Section 1. Why memory is not a career strategy. Most people trust their memory. The problem is that memory changes. People forget details, deadlines, conversations, commitments, instructions. Even good managers forget things. Even good employees forget things. That's normal. The problem starts when a forgotten conversation affects your career. Because once memories conflict, the discussion stops being about facts and starts becoming about opinions. And opinions are difficult to defend. Section 2. The workplace runs on documentation. Think about it. Businesses document almost everything. Contracts, policies, performance reviews, financial records, project plans. Why? Because documentation creates clarity. It removes uncertainty. Yet many employees fail to document the conversations that affect them most. Promotion discussions, salary conversations, changes in responsibilities, project ownership, critical deadlines. Ironically, these are often the conversations that matter most later. Section 3. The career cost of poor documentation. Let's say your manager verbally agrees to something important. Maybe it's additional support, a promotion pathway, a salary review, a workload adjustment. Months later, that conversation is forgotten.
Now, what?
Without documentation, you're relying on memory. With documentation, you're relying on evidence. And evidence is always stronger. The biggest mistake professionals make is assuming they won't need records until they suddenly do. Section 4. What is the paper trail strategy? The paper trail strategy is simple. After important conversations, create a written record. That's it. Not because you're preparing for conflict, because you're creating clarity. For example, thank you for today's discussion. To confirm my understanding, we'll revisit compensation during the next review cycle. One sentence, one email, one record. That small habit can prevent enormous confusion later. Section 5. The 3 things you should always document. First, expectations. What are you responsible for? What deadlines exist? What outcomes are expected? Second, commitments. Any promise involving promotions, salary discussions, training opportunities, or career development should be documented. Third, scope changes. If additional responsibilities are added to your role, document them. Many employees end up doing significantly more work than their original job description and have no record proving it. Section 6. Why high performers need documentation most. Many top performers believe their results will speak for themselves. Unfortunately, that's not always true. People forget. Managers change. Teams restructure. Projects end. A year later, everyone remembers the project succeeded, but not necessarily who made it succeed. Documentation protects visibility. Visibility protects recognition. Recognition protects advancement. Section 7. Documentation is not distrust. Some people feel uncomfortable documenting conversations. They think it appears political, suspicious, or defensive. In reality, professional documentation is normal. The goal isn't to catch people making mistakes. The goal is to ensure everyone shares the same understanding. Healthy leaders usually appreciate clarity, because clarity helps everyone perform better. Section 8. When documentation becomes critical. Some situations require immediate documentation. Workplace conflicts, performance disputes, compensation discussions, policy concerns, harassment complaints, significant workplace incidents. In these situations, dates matter. Details matter. Facts matter. Documentation becomes one of the strongest forms of professional protection available. Section 9. The weekly habit that can change your career. Here's a simple challenge. Every Friday, spend 10 minutes documenting major accomplishments, positive feedback received, problem solved, additional responsibilities taken on, business impact created. That's all. At the end of the year, you'll have a complete record of your contributions, while everyone else is trying to remember what happened 6 months ago. Final thoughts. The strongest workplace protection isn't paranoia, it's preparation. Most career problems don't arrive with warning signs. They appear unexpectedly. A forgotten promise, a disputed deadline, a performance disagreement, a missing commitment. And when they do, documentation becomes invaluable. Remember this. A verbal agreement lives in memory. A written agreement lives in reality. The professionals who protect themselves best are often the ones who understand that difference. If you found this video valuable, make sure to read the full article linked in the description below. You'll also find the workplace boundaries and self-advocacy blueprint in the description if you're ready to strengthen your workplace communication, protect your career, and advocate for yourself professionally. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.